Yes, restaurant burnout is a real thing. What I want to do now is make sure we understand the difference between stressed and actually being burnt out and what you can do about it. In an infographic my team and I posted on Facebook and Instagram not too long ago, it says how to differentiate stress versus burnout. That was a great infographic, and I'm going to kind of give you the stress and burnout, the difference between the two. People who are stressed are, there's over-engagement. Like they're just like, I've got to be there, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. Like they're just taking on too much. Versus burnout, disengagement. I don't even want to do anything. I don't want to be there today. I've got this long list of stuff. I'm just not going to do it. People who are stressed have a loss of energy. Man, I'm tired. Man, I've been working so many hours. I'm tired. Versus those with burnout have lost motivation. I don't even want to get up in the morning. I don't want to walk in the door. I don't want to talk to that manager. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You start to see the difference? People who are stressed takes on a physical toll. Man, my back hurts, my shoulders hurt, my feet hurt. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night because I've got, heartburn and what have you. Whereas people with burnout take on more of an emotional toll. Basically, they're depressed. They just don't want to be there. They're sad. Lack of motivation. And as a leader, when you are leading from that state, that's kind of the direction your restaurant will take. People are stressed. Well, again, you're just tired versus people who burn out. They're fed up. Like, I'm tired of doing this versus screw it. I don't want to do this anymore. Now, in an article published on November 18th on 2020, on psychologytoday.com entitled Burnout, The Surprising Difference Between Stress and Burnout by Brian E. Robinson, a PhD. Robinson said, in 1974, Herbert Freudenberger coined the term burnout. Back in 1974. In 2019, the World Health Organization, the WHO, reached a milestone, officially classifying it as a medical diagnosis, including the condition in its International Classification of Diseases, the handbook that guides medical providers in diagnosing conditions. It describes burnout as a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. 3 symptoms can help you recognize it: feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from one's job, or feeling of negativism or cynicism related to one's job, and reduced professional efficiency. Burnout refers specifically to a phenomenon in the occupational context and should be applied to describe experience in other areas of life. Well, there's the sciencey part of it, right? What it sounds like is, man, you just want to give up. Work has beat the crap out of you and you're just damn depressed. Now, there's nothing wrong with admitting something like that, because we all get to that point. We all sometimes need to ask for help. But here are some primary signs. The article goes on to talk about disillusionment, loss of meaning, mental and physical fatigue and exhaustion, moodiness, impatience, and being short-tempered, loss of motivation and a reduced interest in commitments, inability to meet obligations, lowered immunity to illness, emotional detachment from previous involvements, feeling your efforts are unappreciated, withdrawal from coworkers and social situations, hopelessness, and a helpless and depressed outlook, job absenteeism and inefficiency, sleep deprivation, foggy thinking, and trouble concentrating. I mean, think about it. That all sounds like somebody who's feeling quite depressed because of their job. In this case, it could be your restaurant. The article goes on to talk about new research. New research that states the most important burnout symptom is feeling of total exhaustion, to the extent that it cannot be remedied by normal recovery phases of evening, a weekend, or even a vacation, said researcher Christian Dorman, who led a study at Johannes Gutenberg University, Mainz. To protect themselves from further exhaustion, some try to build a psychological distance to their work. That is, they alienate themselves from the work as well as the people associated with it and become cynical. Like you just don't want to be there so badly, you disengage and you don't keep up with commitments with friends and family. You withdraw. Work, you withdraw. You show up, but you're not there. I found this topic interesting. I hear stories of stress every day, and I worry that unattended stress can lead to burnout. So how do you overcome everyday stress? How do you overcome everyday stress, especially in the restaurant business? How do you avoid getting burned out and basically, how do I get out of that state if I'm in a burnout? Here's my non-scientific, and for those of you who are watching me on YouTube, I'm air quoting. For those who listen to me on my podcast, I'm air quoting. Yes, I am. My David Scott Peters non-scientific answer, but I think you can associate with it. Number 1, force yourself to have a recovery phase to your work week. 1-2 days off. Understand this. The place is not going to burn down without you. This goes back to my restaurant prosperity formula, because restaurant prosperity is freedom for your restaurant, the financial freedom you deserve. You need time away to regenerate. Number 2, take time to be introspective. Often things that cause us the greatest stress are out of our control. See, my father used to say that, it could be raining outside and you could be sad that it's raining. Or you could be happy. It's your choice. See, you can't control that it's raining, but you can control your attitude. And that is a skill that we all must learn as leaders of our business. Because when you're down, everyone's down. You're the leader of your business. Number 3, think strategically. Come up with a plan. This is why I promote budgets so much, is creating that financial plan, the systems plan. This is why you need time away from every day in the restaurant so you can start thinking about the marketing idea, the new menu ideas, expanding, training, whatever you can do. But if you don't take the time to start to think about strategically growing your business, it won't. 4, enlisting help. In my program, I don't let you join without having what I call an implementer, somebody who gets shit done. Because I know you as a restaurant owner are already overwhelmed and you're not going to get it done. You need somebody who can start and finish projects, learn, who loves your business, loves you, can train others and hold people accountable with your help. You need to enlist help of your managers to actually give up the tasks that you think you're a superhero and must do, overwhelming yourself, creating some of this burnout, and give it away. Train them what their job is, how to do it, how well it should be done, more importantly, by when. Maybe a partner, a coach, a consultant. Don't care. Reach out and get help. 5, learn what you don't know and take action. Now that's right out of the restaurant prosperity formula. The most successful people I've ever worked with understand they don't know what they don't know. So they need to learn it and they take action. See, knowledge may be power, but taking action is the driving force that moves you forward. Number 6, the real magic pill in all this, to reignite or not allow yourself to lose your passion for hospitality, your passion for your restaurant. Well, that is, again, sparking your passion. Now make sure you watch the next video where I take a deeper dive into how you can maintain or reignite your passion for your restaurant.